What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Wednesday. Got 7 games on tap for tonight. Probably going to turn into 5 games, though. We have big weather concerns in Minnesota and also in the Texas game. There's hail on the radar and that game in Texas. So that's obviously not good baseball conditions. So I'm assuming those 2 games aren't going to play. Rather not recommend a few guys in those games and have to pivot off them. So I have 6 plays in the 5-game slate with those 2 games off my radar for so far, just based on what I'm seeing. And before we get going, if you could drop a like in the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. Hopefully we have some better luck with the hitters here tonight. Didn't get much production from them last night, but I like the plays we got so far here tonight. So yeah, let's have some good fortune, have some good DraftKings scorers here tonight. Let's get right into it. First guy up, I'm going to bite the chalk at the pitchers probably. Cole Hamels first up. Had a really good outing against the Angels last time out. 29.6 DraftKings points, went 8 innings. Really efficient stuff. And he has even a better matchup here going against the Marlins. They have the highest K rate on the slate at 30.6%. They've been getting ran through by a lot of pitchers recently. I think that will be the same kind of situation here going against Cole Hamels in Miami. Good pitching park. They're implied 3.7 runs, and he has a good chance to get in the win as well. They're pretty big favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in Cole Hamels. Pretty straightforward, I would say. And then Kevin Gausman. This one, a little bit more risky, I would say, but I feel like he still has a good floor and good upside going against Arizona. They don't really strike out that much so far on the season, which isn't great, but Gausman has had some good strikeout stuff against the left-handed batters, specifically, and against his Arizona lineup. The most scary hitters, I would say, are lefties like David Peralta, Escobar, Jared Dyson. You don't want to get those guys on base. And Gausman does really good stuff against lefties, allowing a 143 WOBA to them, and has a 31.8% K rate against lefties so far in the year. So really good stuff. Obviously a small sample as it's only been 2 starts, but I feel like he can keep that going at home here, and some pretty good pitching conditions, especially against lefties, with 7-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from right field. Not too humid, so I like Kevin Gausman to just keep it under wraps here against this Arizona team. Have a pretty safe start, get around 20 DraftKings points, and I think he'll be able to get some run support from his lineup as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. So we have 4,000 remaining per hitter, and we have the 2 top salary pitchers on the slate. So that kind of shows what kind of pitchers we have in this slate. But for my first hitter, I'm gonna go with Austin Meadows. This guy's been absolutely killing it so far in the year. 6 home runs, batting .350, has 3 stolen bases, so he has that power speed combo, which you love for DraftKings. Can get it done in either way. If he gets on first base, he can get a stolen base, give us like 8 DraftKings points just with a single and a stolen base, and then he can get it done with a home run. A solo home run, like 14 DraftKings points is one swing of the bat. So I like him a lot here in that leadoff spot as well. They struggled a little bit last night against Baltimore, but I think they'll be able to bounce back here, get it done against one of the worst pitchers in Major League Baseball, and David Hess. He allowed 2.5 home runs per 9 to left-handed batters last year. Meadows, a left-handed batter, and he has a .353 ISO and a 50% hard hit rate versus right-handed pitchers so far in the season. So killing it so far. Think I'll be able to do it again here tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first batter. Then I'm going to go with Tommy Pham. I'm stacking up this Tampa Bay lineup at 4,600. Pham in the 2 spot. Like I said, this Blue Jays lineup, I mean not Blue Jays, this Tampa Bay lineup, I think he's going to be able to step it up here tonight. Another guy with a power speed combo. Pham very fast in the bases. And the Rays, seems like they love to steal. So far in the season, they've been sending a lot of guys. So I think Pham and Austin Meadows both could get a stolen base here. One or the other if they get on first. And Pham can knock in Meadows with an RBI in that 2 spot. I think he can get 5 at-bats as well with a 5.4 run total here. So at 4,600, price is a little bit up, I would say. It's still really good upside with that power speed combo, like I've been saying. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. Then I'm going to go with Choi here as my third guy at 3,700. He showed really good power last year. Had like a 250 ISO versus right-handed pitchers when he came up to the Rays. And going against Hess, like I mentioned, this guy's been allowing a ton of home runs, especially to left-handed batters last year. That 2.5 home runs per nine, which I mentioned. And Choi, he was 2 for 4 with a double and a home run against them last year. So had some good pop against them, and he's going to be in that 3 spot. Some good RBI potential with Austin Meadows and Pham ahead of him, and can get some solid power against them. I mean, pretty straightforward. David Hess, pretty terrible, and Choi, pretty good power. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third guy. I'm going to go with Alex Bregman to round it off at 4,100. A really good price, I would say, at 4,100 for a guy of his ability. Another guy here that can get a stolen base and can definitely hit for power. So far on the season, has 2 home runs against right-handed pitchers, and he had a 243 ISO versus right-handed pitchers last year. Also, we have 7-mile-an-hour winds. Not 7, 5-mile-an-hour winds blowing to left field, and it's going to be pretty humid here tonight in Oakland. So has that pop. Went deep last night. Maybe you can capitalize on that again here with another home run. Knock in some batters ahead of him. Some guys that do get on base, and Springer and Altuve ahead of him. So 4,100, just an absolute great price. I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy. So you got Cole Hamels, Kevin Gausman, Choi, Bregman, Meadows, and Tommy Pham. You got that Tampa Bay stack. Bregman rounded off, and some really good save production from Hamels and Gausman, hopefully. So go ahead and drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Probably just a lot of chalk in these plays, honestly, so maybe more cash game based, I would say, here tonight, but whatever. I'm just trying to get that save production and guys that I love. I don't want to recommend guys that can be a little bit more risky, as that could slap me in the face later on tonight. So, but good luck here. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the plays and you want to get more MLB DFS plays, and we'll see you back here again next time.